Hello Twin Flames! Welcome to my channel. This is Victoria and I'm here with a special edition of your Twin Flame energy check. So today, as we speak, just hours away from when I'm publishing this video, full moon in Leo is gonna be the next moment of full moon in Leo. Also, this is the day when we have the big conjunction of Venus and Mars. So they are talking to each other, they're meeting very close. It's like a nice meetup between the masculine and the feminine energy. The conjunction of planets means that they are actually in agreement with each other. So all of these things kind of create a window of opportunity for, and I don't just mean one day, of course, it lasts, right? We can say it's at least this week that we can utilize this energy, we can make the most out of it. And what does it mean really? Just a couple of things before we jump into the reading. And I've got quite a few decks prepared today, so I'll try to cover them all. But basically it means that for the twin flame union specifically, or a relationship, if you're in a soulmate relationships at the moment, it still will matter. So it's basically, it matters for a connection, for the energy that you're connected to at the time. Doesn't have to be your twin flame, of course. Although you can still do kind of, if you're on a twin flame journey, you can kind of work more through 5D space with the energy of your twin flame, and you can work in 3D more with the energy of your soulmate, of whoever partner you have right now in your life. It's also, of course, it's about unity of masculine and feminine energy within you, right? Because that's how we come to ourselves. We become the most potent, the happiest individual on this planet, especially since we're twin flames. It's valid for everybody, but especially so for twin flames, because we are more complex in that matter, and because we are so highly charged that the impact amplifies like 100 times basically when we are in disintegrated energy, or if our masculine and feminine are in balance. The difference is massive. And of course, because we also have Leo stepping into the game, it's called, what's the full moon name this time? It's the snow moon, I think. Mostly because it's winter in the northern hemisphere. It's no big surprise, right? Most of us are gonna see snow under the moonlight. But imagine that the moon generally brings out some hidden information, hidden knowledge. It could be secrets, it could be just some of our hidden potential that we didn't know about, right? And imagine that under the full moon, everything is lit up. Although it's night, it's still we get this illumination, right? And even more so, I would say, if the ground is covered with the snow, because it provides extra light. So imagine that snow moon is again, it's amplification of this energy, of seeing new aspects, new details, things that you've never seen before. And Leo asks us to have some fun with it, to be creative about it, to get out and play. So, and you can take it how it resonates. It could be about the way you're going to interact with your person these days, or it could also send the messages in 5D, right? What are you going to engage in? And it could be, of course, about you coming into your own with that opportunity of using creativity, doing something fun for yourself, and uncovering new levels and new layers of what you're capable of, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, and how you can change the world, basically. Because Leo is also about courage, about stepping up, about speaking your truth, and in a fun way, in a nice way, right? Where Leo is not afraid to be themselves. And that's the energy that you are kind of asked, you are intuitively guided to pursue here. If by any chance you've been, and we all are at some point in our life, we feel uncomfortable about who we are and what we like, right? From our childhood, we're always given these ideas of what is right and what is wrong, that there are certain things you aren't supposed to be doing, or this is not right for you because you are, and then fill in the blanks. A girl, a boy, a certain age, of a certain culture, of a certain social background, right? So we always have these limitations, and Leo is asking us to step out of it, to be brave, you know, at least with yourself to begin with, right? And maybe with the world as well. Maybe it's the time when you are gonna publicly come out and say, no, I am actually, I don't know, I've been collecting stamps for the last 2 years and I've got this amazing collection. I'm just joking, of course, but you know what I mean, right? This is like a very, I would say it's a very safe, actually, example, but you can use your imagination of what you'd like to share with the world on this occasion. And the energy of the universe is going to be supporting you with that. So that means what? We know what that means. It means more, you're going to be attracting more of that abundance, happiness, and joy, right? And that's what we want ultimately. Okay, let's get into the reading. Yeah, that was 6 minutes. But I promise that I'll do the intro, and I feel like this is an important one. And we often talk about healing and facing our fears, but this is a lot more lighthearted, and I wanted to emphasize that for you, that for once not for once, but, you know, this is definitely something that you're supposed to have fun with. And if you have any doubts about that, read up on the Leo energy as a zodiac sign. It's also ruled by the sun, so that should tell you something, right? It's the sun card in the tarot deck. And whatever sun card applies to you or you resonate with, you can imagine how happy and bright it is. It's the happiest card in the deck. So embrace that today, or even this week, not just today. Okay, we have the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So I'm gonna pull one card for each of the twins, and then we're gonna get to the tarot, check up on the energies and what's the best way to utilize these energies today. We're gonna get some more specific guidance for you guys, for the audience, for who's gonna be watching this. And I also have the Keepers of the Light deck with a bit more spiritual. I mean, it's all gonna be spiritual, come on, but you know, with some guidance from the elders, from the masters, from the ascended masters. And I have the Hermit Tarot, so we're gonna get some messages between the twins, since it's Venus and Mars flirting with each other. Okay, so for Divine Feminines, we have your great wave awaits. Yay, baby. So that's the Leo energy. You're surfing the wave. When the high wave comes your way, right, it could be scary sometimes if you're not prepared. But this is the time to grab your surfboard and be like, yay, yay. It's a wonderful day for a surf. It's number 40 as well, which comes to 4. Which means that this energy on like this great wave is gonna bring in very good vibe for the foundation that you're building, whether it's at work, with a relationship, working on yourself, establishing some connections, maybe your community, your audience, right? This energy will provide a good runway for that. Or at least the runway for a new project in this area. Please give us a card for Divine Masculine. Okay, 2 cards. They get 2 today. Your words create worlds. And close your eyes to open your heart. Yay. Beautiful. No comments here. This is about going within. This is about going outwards. Your words create worlds, right? This is how we... That's why I also say like spelling, you know, is spelling and spells, they have the common root. Because, yeah, our words are spells. What we say becomes our reality, even if it's not at the time when we're saying it. So be careful with what you're attracting into your life, in other words. What is the energy for Divine Feminine Collective at this time? What are we working with? Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yay. And I even like that they have the same sort of skirts, similar clothing, that it could be easily the same person. It looks like you have a lot on your plate. That's what I'm getting. What about Divine Masculine? I'm gonna go in a bit more into that. Masculines, what's the energy for Divine Masculine Collective? Yay, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. Wow. That, talking about creative energy and passion. What's the advice for... Actually, we're gonna get advice with the Keepers of the Light. That's what I'm getting, so that's fine. So we don't really have major arcanas as such. We have one for the feminines, which is the Taurus energy, really. We have North Node and Taurus, right? So this is A, establishing what you value. B, it's like putting things into order in your life. Hierophant is all about order and structure. Two of Pentacles is like, well, I have these 10 things I'm juggling right now. So I wonder how long I can keep it up. That sort of idea. So yeah, this is about you understanding, and this is, well, I mean, this is what you're trying to do right now, right? This is what we're working with, to organize stuff in your life in very plain terms. So try use this energy of full moon and the conjunction in order to bring some fun into it, in order to make this order of things fun for yourself. Meaning that your logic shouldn't just be, okay, so I need to take care of these people, so that's my priority, or I owe to my team, so I need this, or I need to pay bills, so those are all sound like obligations, right? And you need to start thinking, when you prioritize and put things into order, of how to balance between doing what you have to do and what you like to do, and continuously increasing the doing things that you enjoy doing, right? If there is something that you truly believe is the right thing to do, but you don't enjoy doing it, it's definitely a point for closer exploration, and understanding how you can change that situation. If you cannot get rid of that thing, but definitely need to do something for it to be more exciting and give you some joy and pleasure and fun, right? So this is more about coming out of what makes you excited, right? What's driving you, what gets you creative, or how you can apply your creativity in those activities that you were juggling, right? That's how you can build up on it and go farther and grow, rather than limit yourself and step on your own toes by trying to force yourself into doing the right thing, quote unquote, that you will be spending so much energy on doing just unnecessarily, right? It's like you'll have to be really pushing yourself into that direction, because subconsciously you know that you're not supposed to be there, or that it's destructive in some way, or it's disbalanced, or whatever, right? Masculines have got, yeah, definitely a lot of passion and a lot of love. We have Knights both of Wands and of Cups, and in this deck, Knight of Wands is not the card of movement, it's not a card of action, but we do have the Queen of Wands. And guess what? Who is the Queen of Wands in this game? Yes, it's the Divine Feminine. So guess what's happening? Divine Masculines, or at least the energy, right? If you're thinking about balancing it in yourself, you can kind of put that into that perspective. But if I'm talking about a different person, Divine Masculine is being very much drawn to the feminine energy right now. They are paying even more attention. They're thinking about the connection even more, in a new light, in a passionate light, first of all, right? Because we have like physical attraction, and we have the Cups, which is emotional attraction here, right? Very, very strong bonding. Like they can, if you are in physical communication, they can feel it like they rarely did before, like very strongly, super strongly right now. And you know, even on the 5D level, it's like they see dreams, they may call somebody else in the conversation, call somebody else by your name and stuff like that. It's that sort of bonding, when it's like, you know, somebody's always in your consciousness. Yeah, so this is not just subconscious, it's both subconscious and conscious reality. And they want to show you somehow how big this is, but it's almost like it's too big for them to be able to really speak about it or do something that reflects, right? It's kind of scary. It's so overwhelming, it's almost scary. So for them, it's right now, they are surfing the wave to try to balance between these two things, to kind of still enjoy it, right? Because they want to enjoy it. It's great, it feels great, they want to enjoy it. But for some of you, communication could be coming of some sort. It doesn't have to be a conversation. It could be, I mean, it could be like a text message, right? But it could also be that you will even see from, like, if you're not in constant communication, but you will see from what they are doing and they're saying, the decisions they're making in their life, that they're making more loving choices, or they're choosing things that you two are connected to, or that they know that you would choose in this case, right? So you can almost like feel like they almost like listen to your guidance in that case, right? They're more connected, they're more in tune than they would normally be if they had to make the same decision purely out of their current 3D situation. So one way or another, you would know. Please give us the card for Divine Feminine, the card of advice. You would know that they are on a different level now, that the connection is on their mind like crazy. And they may not necessarily even acknowledge, at least some of them who are unawakened, that they made that decision because of you, you know, but you will know. Okay, for Divine Feminine, we have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Exactly, that's the Leo speaking. Focus on what you desire. Even if you have all those things on your plate that you have to do, 10 things you have to submit, think about what you desire, what you want to do today. And for masculines, we have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Yeah, so I'm getting that some masculines are even thinking, this is just too good to be true. There must be a trick here somewhere. Like, it just, no, it can't be happening. Can't be that great. Or it can be that easy for some. Okay, last but not least, messages. Messages for Divine Feminines from their masculines today. Okay. I love because you told me to, and love is the answer. Yeah, so basically there was something came down recently, and now we're gonna pull some messages from Divine Feminines to masculines. If something came down recently, had some sort of argument, what they're trying to say is that they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to take a break. Like, if it were up to them, they would still want to be in contact with you. But they left you alone because they just felt guided to do that energetically. It's not because they were mad or angry or they were acting out or whatever. They didn't want to see you. It wasn't that. Some of you needed to know that. And love is the answer, I mean, obviously. Especially those of them who were disenchanted by love relationships and love in general, what it means, what is true love, all of those things. They're now getting around it and being more open-minded about it. And I know it sounds like, oh wow, that's a big accomplishment, but you know, for some people it is, especially if they haven't seen much love in their life, true love, I mean. Okay, so messages from feminines to masculines. You already know, brilliant. I'm a very jealous person, and then yes. So what I'm getting out of this is definitely feminines are physically drawn to masculines right now as well, just as masculines are. We saw that. A lot of masculines are in third party situations, so that brings up some jealousy. But you already know that masculines, that they have those feelings, that they are a close person, at least they're there for you as a friend, and you know that. They have their love for you, and you know it. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for being with me, guys. I love you all, and I wish you have the most wonderful day during this time, and let me know in comments what it means to you or how you're making it a happy day for yourself. Thank you. Bye, everyone.